It's been 70 something days since I uploaded my last video here on YouTube, and guys, the way I feel right now is literally exactly the same way I felt about 7 years ago when I filmed my first ever YouTube video. It's been such a long time, and I'm here to update you guys on what has been happening, the reason why I stopped. And before I say that, I'm just going to say this very quickly, and I've said this before, I'm not one to share my life like that on social media. However, I am obliged to share certain parts of my life with you guys because I'm here simply because you guys are here. You guys made me, you guys kept me here on YouTube. So thank you for that. I appreciate. If you're new to this channel, thank you for stopping by. And to my old people, thank you for hanging on the spider's web, just waiting and not knowing if I'll ever upload again. And let me tell you this video is going to be a little bit vulnerable. This video is going to be, I'll be talking or speaking from my heart and in full transparency. I'll try to share as much as I can with you guys. Before I go further, I want to take you guys into retrospect as far as 2024 was concerned, because I want that year to be a worse for the rest of my life. You will pay me billions of dollars or euros and I will not take it to do 2024 ever again. That year was literally the worst year of my life. And if you're new here, then you would just be hearing for the first time that last year I lost everything that I had in a freakish, I don't know if it's an accident or freakish situation. And I uploaded a video here sharing everything that happened and how it went down. So if you are interested in seeing or listening or understanding this video, then please watch that video so you can understand better. But if not, it's okay. So when that happened to me, losing everything, my clothes, my shoes, everything that I owned, I thought that was the worst that could happen. Little did I know that my problems were just starting, okay? And last year was like a sweet bitter year for me because one really good thing happened to me. My son came from Cameroon and joined me here, and that part of my life has been very, very good, and I'm still so grateful to God and to all my family members and friends that were by me during that very rough moment in my life. So yeah, moving forward, not moving forward, still in 2024, guys, after that happened, I remember the last video that I uploaded on this channel, I was telling you guys about how I gotten over everything, or I was trying to get over everything that had happened to me. I was at a good place, I was working, I finished school, you know, I was baking. The last few videos that I dropped before the last one, I was baking, I was vlogging, and in that video I updated you guys on how my channel was going to look like moving forward. And if you do not know this channel started on makeup and fashion and a little bit of lifestyle. And since I lost everything, I could not do fashion videos again like that. I did not have the motivation, I did not have the inspiration, I did not have the outfits to show you guys because I had to start from scratch, like literally buying from my first pair of shoes to bags and all that. So I did not have anything that I'll be showing you, and I was not, you know, I did not have money to be buying and hauling all the time. I just had to take my time to buy one by one because everything I lost, I did not buy in 1 day or 1 year or 2 years. Those are items that I bought over the years. I'm talking about a decade of items, of a decade worth of clothes, shoes and bags. So yeah, and when I realized that, I realized the fact that I could not haul as much as I wanted. And then when I thought of doing styling videos or just, you know, outfit inspo videos, I was like, I did not have enough. And that made me so angry. I had so much anger in my heart. But little did I know that that was just the beginning of the worst that I had to go through. After I uploaded the last video, like I said, in a very good place, trying to move forward from everything that had happened, life just went downward. Like everything just started happening. It was a mess. And by the end of the year, this is so hard for me to share, but I survived a very ghastly motor accident. And when I had that accident, I had a 360. That was when I took a 360 in my life, and I knew that it was time for me to move on from so many things that I was keeping inside. And let me tell you, before filming this video, ever since I had that accident, that was last month in December, I had bottled up everything. I had not cried. I didn't cry on that day. I survived that accident. The ambulance just took me from the hospital, from the accident site, and took me to the hospital. And I was on painkillers for the next few days. And after that, I felt okay. I did not have any major injuries. I just had, you know, minor injuries from the what's the word, from the impact of the accident and the shock, but I was left with so much trauma. And ever since then, I have not had like a good cry. And before filming this video, and I'm going to say that this is what made me to actually prepare myself, get ready, do my makeup. As you can see, I didn't even do my brows because yeah, that's too much work for me nowadays. I had a serious good cry in my car after dropping off my kid. I had a serious good cry. I cried for like 10 minutes sitting in my car. And then after that cry, I felt better. And then I realized that I have been keeping so much anger in my heart because of the things that happened to me apart from the accident. You know, I just had so much anger as to why I was asking God, why I had to lose so much. Because I really lost so much last year. Unfortunately, I can't say everything here, but in the future, I'm definitely going to talk about that more. So I was hovering so much anger, and because of that cry, let me tell you something, guys. You see that cry? Always don't push it back, don't hold it in. Just cry. When it comes, just cry. After I cried, I felt so much better, and I decided that it was time for me to come and sit here and film a video telling you guys why it has been like that and why I have not filmed. After that accident, like I said, I left with so much trauma. I've never experienced something like that. I don't pray for anyone on earth that I know, or even people that I don't know, my worst enemy, to ever experience something like that. I don't pray for anyone to experience something like that, because the trauma that you get from such an experience is so bad. And one thing with me is this that I'm saying right here, this accident part of this video, so many people, including some of my close friends, will be hearing about it for the first time because I'm just that kind of person. And this is the next part that I'm moving into the video. This takes me to the next part of what I want to say. I am one of those people that when I'm going through something like that, or when I'm going through a traumatic or just anything bad in my life, I always like to hold it in for a while. And I have very few people that I tell immediately, to the extent that, like, even when I had the accident, only like 2 or 3 of my friends knew the same day. And that was because I could not help myself out of that situation without their help. This is not for any particular reason, but it's just because I've always been that person that thinks like, I always think like, I don't want to bother people like that. And I always want to go through the rough time alone, except I really cannot do it on my own. Then I'll try to involve some of my friends. I always try to go through those times on my own, or with my partner, or with my family. And then after the most difficult part is gone, I can now share what is left of the situation with my friends. And some of my friends don't take that lightly, which I understand. Some others understand why I like to go through traumatic or bad things by myself. And this is the second experience, just like when I lost my things. So many people, I didn't tell so many people. I just waited when I had gone through it, I think 1 or 2 weeks later, and then I started sharing. It's the same thing that happened with the accident. I had the accident 2 days after the accident was my graduation ceremony, and I was still able, heavy and high on painkillers, I was still able to walk the stage and take my diploma and take my flowers, and I was so proud of myself. So that's just the kind of person I am. And this is because I always feel like the emotional response that I would like to get, I might not get from sharing. And that's why I don't share certain things about my life when it's happening with my close friends. Yes, I have a certain emotional support that I expect from people, and when I don't get that, I feel disappointed. There are people that are stronger emotionally. I am one of those people. I'm very strong emotionally. There are people that are less sensitive to whatever the situation is. I am not that sensitive, but I am not insensitive as well. I understand certain aspects of pain and trauma, and there are people that are just numb, and I have all of those people in my circle of friends. So I choose to share situations with particular people at various times, when I feel like I want that deep emotional support or response. I know the people to share what I'm going through with. And that's the reason why I don't share things when they're happening, okay? So that's what has been happening. If you are my close friend, or if you're my friend at all and you're hearing this now, I hope you understand. I just wanted to go through it. It was a very rough time. However, the trauma is still there. I have night terrors like crazy. I have been able to, life does not really give me, I am in a position in my life where life does not really give me the chance to go through trauma, if I can say so, because there's just no time to even stay and wallow in the stress of it, in the trauma. I have to be there for my kids. I have to show up for them. I have to do things for them. I have to meet up to their various commitments. I have to be a mom, and life does not give me the chance. So because of everything that has happened to me, I have not even had the chance to really sit down and go through it and feel sad and say, let me take some time off. And no, I have not had that chance, honestly. And it's the same thing with the accident. I have not had the chance to really take care of myself and think about it. All I do is just wait for nighttime, for my bedtime. And if it's a good night, I sleep well. If it's a bad night, I keep waking up because I keep revisiting the incident in my head. It keeps coming and I keep hearing the sounds over and over. Even when I'm driving, nowadays I am like a brand new driver. I've been driving for 3 years, almost 3 years before that accident, but right now my confidence is at like 5% because I'm like a brand new driver. I'm so scared, but yeah, I still drive. And that is one of the things that I have not been able to take time off from, because when this thing happened, my mom was like, you need to take time off and just try not to drive, try not to go into the highway, just try to drive around the quarters and things like that. But I had to work, I had to do things, I had to drop my kids at school. I had to just make my kids have fun during the holidays. I did not have a choice. Okay, so yeah, however, I am thinking of getting into therapy because I feel like I need it. If I need to get over all the anger that I'm holding inside, because that accident is as a result of so much stress and pressure that I was going through at that time. Okay, an incident happened to me that it kept me so stressed the entire week before leading up to the accident, and I still have so much anger from that incident. I feel like I have leftover anger from losing everything, and I just have anger and I've not had anywhere to pour it because I cannot pour it on the people around me. It's not their fault. So yeah, I am thinking heavily of going into therapy, if not for anything, for the trauma that I'm going through, okay? The traumatic experience, surviving that accident and just moving on. One thing that has kept me going throughout this is God, and this accident just came to prove that life, every other thing around us is vanity. The clothes that I lost, all the other things that I lost is vanity. You can get those things back. But the near-death experience that I had, I could never get my life if I lost it. I could never be there for my children. I could never be there for my family, and I could never be there for my friends, okay? So that alone has kept me so grounded. And I am at the point where I am ready to just forget about everything that I had before, because I realized that I kept thinking and imagining me. I was holding on to the things that I had. But because of that accident, all of those things, truly, I now understand when they say vanity upon vanity. Everything is vanity, because if you have not been in a situation that actually makes you to rethink about your entire existence as a human being, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a sister, you will not know the importance of living on this earth and just being there for people, just being there for the people that need you the most. So I have been so grateful to God. Ever since that happened, I've been in a state, in an aura of gratitude, complete contentment and gratitude of everything that I have. I'm not going to lie, I have accumulated a lot of things as far as clothes and shoes are concerned. I have bought things that I feel like I don't even want to buy anymore. I'm at the point where if it's not really necessary, I am not buying anymore. And that's a decision that I have made this year. Like this year, the two things that are on my mind are just financial discipline and what's the other thing? Financial discipline and getting closer to God. Because God has actually showed me his face. He showed me his face and I've seen his face. Surviving that accident, the level of destruction on my car was beyond repairs. All the airbags, like 4 airbags in front deployed. So you can imagine the intensity and the impact of that. It actually happened on the highway. So you can imagine the speed and everything. I don't want to recount all of that. But yeah, we thank God. And I am ready to move on. I'm ready to get into therapy. This year for me is not a survival year. I am leaving all of that behind. I'm just doing my slow living, just living according to the way God wants it to be. I don't want to think about anything. I'm not overthinking about anything. I am not regretting anything, and I'm not holding on to the past. That is one thing I'm not doing in 2025, is holding on to a negative past to be precise. And once more, my last video, the video that I posted talking about the things that I lost, I was thanking my friends and my family members. I will always do that. That is something that I have come to understand, that I have a very strong support system. My family members are like there behind me, okay? And then the friends that I have here in Finland and even out of Finland, like the friendships that I have created here. I have a group of women here that are very strong, very resilient, very hardworking, and very motivating. People that when you look at your life, you don't even want to slow down. Like, you want to keep pushing because you have people like that around you. The environment that I find myself in is very empowering, and I intend to maintain that for as long as I live. I'm very grateful to all of them. I thank you all. You guys have stood by me. The way things happened to me last year, it was like, let me tell you, my village people swore on top of my head. My friend Kelly said the things that happened to me made her she wanted to run away from me, because in the later we get a bad luck. But I'm so happy that I'm at the place where I can sit down and laugh, and I'm praying and hoping that I will not find myself filming this kind of video again, explaining everything to you guys. Yeah, that's actually a sigh of relief that I can film a video. And taking you guys back to my last video, I said this channel was going to take a different direction, and it is going to take a different direction. I'm going to do more of sit down and talk videos. Of course, my next video is going to be a haul. I'm excited to show you guys a few items that I got from Zara on sale, because guys, I want you guys to get those items as well. They are actually present. They are present on the website, very low prices, super good quality, and I want you guys to have all those things. And I'll be showing you guys all that I've gotten into my closet. Another thing that is proof that I'm moving on from that incident is the fact that ever since that thing happened, I have been buying clothes and shoes, but I have not had the time to take them. Some of them were still in the cartons. Some of them I just hung. I was just, just packing them because I hated my closet. I just hated everything. All the places that I kept my clothes before they were stolen, I hated those places, and I was just, just pushing and packing, just keeping them anyhow. But recently, I think 4 days ago, I decided to pack and arrange everything into my closet. My denims, my dresses, do I have suits? Yes. My expensive dresses, I've been buying some really nice things, and I've been shopping here and from here and there. I feel like my sense of style changed a little bit, but I'm still the same. It's still the same. I've been buying from, every and anything that I see that is nice. One thing I've not done is stick to Zara, okay? I know Zara used to be my favorite shop, but after the incident, I don't know. Zara last year was not giving me, what it used to give me. So I've been buying from there, here, everywhere, and I'm going to show you guys. But thank you. That's what has been happening to me, and see you in the next video, hopefully really, really soon. Bye guys.